Now, China has announced a broad relaxation of COVID restrictions. This comes after a series of protests erupted in China against President Xi's zero COVID policy. According to China's National Health Authority, some positive cases can now quarantine at home. It also added that China is scaling down mandatory PCR testing requirements. So far, this is the strongest sign that China is preparing its people to live with the disease. For nearly 3 years, China has managed COVID-19 as a dangerous disease. But since last week, top Chinese officials have acknowledged the lessened ability of the new coronavirus. Even some Chinese experts suggest that this version of coronavirus is not more deadly than the seasonal influenza. Now, in the final days of November, protests erupted in several Chinese cities. Residents took to the streets to protest the nation's zero COVID policy. Some even demanding Chinese President Xi Jinping to step down. In some cities like Wuhan, protests even turned violent. In the latest, residents in Beijing are welcoming the new development. But at the same time, they have a mixed reaction towards this news.
Our life and work have become more convenient now because we don't need negative COVID tests to enter office buildings anymore, which means we can now reduce the number of COVID-19 tests we take and in turn save our time. On the other hand, because people are not testing anymore, if there is someone who's infected, we won't know in a timely manner. So I believe there are pros and cons of the policy.
I'm not too scared at the moment. Everybody says this virus is similar to a common flu, so I'm not afraid.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.